Clinton loyalists inside the FBI now testifying on their actions during the election and their involvement in the Mueller probe. All rise, Judge Napolitano is here. Now, you saw me do that editorial, and
yes.
You said, yes, you're right on the facts.
Yes, you're largely correct on the facts about
largely
who, what,
correct?
who, what, when, where.
Largely correct?
Well, I don't know that it's the grand cabal that you think. There's 8,000 FBI agents, the vast, vast majority of whom you or I would repose our lives and our fortunes in their hands.
These were the people at the top.
There are some bad apples, correct.
They were at the top.
Here's why I'm glad this is happening about Bruce Orr. Because the FBI did have some involvement with this dossier. I believe, just from examining the public sources, that the FBI offered Christopher Steele $50,000 if he could corroborate the dossier. He either couldn't, didn't, wouldn't, and they didn't pay him the money. That's what I believe is going to come out. And when Rod Rosenstein, the number 2 person in the DOJ, was asked under oath last week, did the FBI pay for that dossier? Answer, I know the answer, but I'm not allowed to tell you. I'll talk about tantalizing. Doesn't the American public have the right to know? These are taxpayer dollars that were used if they paid for it. And if they paid for it, why? What were they doing with it?
But let's not forget, it was the DNC, the Hillary Clinton campaign arm
that started it.
That started it.
Yes.
They paid. They took over the Dossier investigation. They paid millions of dollars to have it completed.
So we want to know, how did the FBI get it? What was the FBI doing with it? Did the FBI corroborate it? And were they involved with Christopher Steele, the former British intelligence agent who it is reputed authored this thing? And why don't we know about this?
No, wait, you're missing the point. That's collusion with the Russians. Buying a dossier of dirt on candidate Trump and then pretending that it's the Trumpians who are colluding with the Russians.
I understand that argument, but we don't know who bought it from whom. Christopher Steele is not a Russian. Do I have to remind you of his nationality?
I'm an American, so I don't care.
Okay, so he's a Brit and still a Brit.
You don't think there's anything to this? Look, I do. There's a cabal. It's a conspiracy.
I don't know that I've seen enough evidence that it rises to that level. However, the questions that I just asked, I'm dying for an answer. What was the FBI doing with this? Did the FBI offer to pay for it? Why is the FBI getting involved in this kind of salacious rumor mongering intended to disrail the presidential candidacy of then Mr. Donald Trump? That's not what we hire and pay an FBI to do.
Right. I agree with you.
So we have come around to agree.
Yes, we have. And on this in particular instance, you are right. What on earth was the FBI doing with this?
And that's why when Rod Rosenstein said, I know the answer, but I'm not telling you, I would have grilled him and subpoenaed an answer out of him. Because the American public has the right to know. Just like this secret interrogation of Bruce Orr tomorrow or today, whenever it's happening, and Andrew McCabe tomorrow. Why behind closed doors? A Democrat will come out and give his version, a Republican will come out and give her version, and we, the American people, are treated like children. They can see the transcript of this, and we can't. We're paying for all this.
Well, that was good, Judge, and you ended on a good note there, son. Well done.